All right, we're back, and it's time to take a look at those trains. This guy still hasn't made it to the depot. Oh, that's because we got him on unload only, wasting money. Oh my gosh. Speed run you back into the depot. Thank you. Now the question is this guy going to load fast enough with a faster train? To justify that second train out there with him? I'm not so certain it will. Our current consist cost us $382. This guy is costing us $236. You know what? This guy pulls more. The other thing to see is, yes, he's all the way in. Okay, good. You know, I'm thinking I'm going to put out another EMD onto this guy. He's filling up nicely, and our track speed hasn't been increased yet, so we'll have to increase track speed to take and handle these guys. Let's go ahead and sell the old train. Again, the locomotive is going to be that FT. Put behind it 6 cars. We're only a slight increase speed loaded, so I'm not worried our return speeds are going to get much better. Put him back onto Collier 1. Maybe noticing that because of the various changeouts of vehicles, the vehicle identification number gets recycled so that it doesn't overload the system with like a long list of things that got eliminated. Start him out. The Collier 2 short line is our next one to start looking at. We're still running away the old RVG 04OT. Yeah. And that's the one that's just going from Telford Coal Mine to Telford Power Station. So what are we up against on that? Well, he's $1.70. So what can we do here that will get us anything? I'd like to try the Bernhardt Gremlin, and I think that's what we're going to try, and see if he can pull just a couple of the cars. Oh, that's not bad at all. Matter of fact, at 207, we increased by 4 cars by throwing out another car. And then some. Increased 1, 2, 2.25 cars compared to the other one. Yeah, let's put him out onto Collier to the short line. And this guy is going to be told to retire. Once he delivers this load of coal, we're getting rid of that old RVG 04OT. Hey, I'm Kelly Jack. This here's How Not to Game with Kelly Jack. And this is the Simutrans Pak128 First Honest Try sessions, as I call them. Episode 49. I don't think I announced episode last episode. I apologize. After all the goof-off episodes where I wasn't in a sequence, I kind of, was like, oh, well, what can we do? Hey, there's a poll up. Please feel free to go vote on it. It's about which game you want me to replace the Fix-It and Max Chaos with. You want another Pak64 game in addition to the tutorial on the expanding worlds? Do you want a different version of the 128s? There are British pack sets, German pack set, and Japanese pack set. And yes, the Japanese is the bullet train one. And then I'll take some feedback and comments as to which we're going to take and, what start point and things like that. I'll start a video sequence for it. Or would you rather see me go back to Factorio and try to finish out Factorio and just run the 128 and the Pak64 tutorial? Your choice. Give us some feedback. That's what those comments down below are for. We don't know what you think, really, unless you tell us. Because being chipped together isn't going to be a thing for all of us. I'm an old man, and I've read enough of the early cyberpunk to know just how bad of an idea that is. And cyberpunk sci-fi was big when I was in my teens and 20s. Or at least in my 20s. It didn't really take off before my 20s. Steampunk was just, it was there, but it wasn't the big thing it became for a while. Alright, we got this guy set up. He's going to go out on Collier 2. We've already retired the other one. Let's see how this turns it around. Projected now with this out there that we'll have a winning line. We'll see. Hey, we crossed a year mark here. Let's take a peek at our monthlies. And overall on our finances, train. Let's go to overall. Yearly. We have an uptrend going. So we had already started an uptrend with other things we've been doing. Continued the uptrend. How much more can we take it up? And with bigger loads of cargo delivering on fewer trips, hopefully that will begin that process. Hi there. Who all's in this? Well, let's take a look here. You know what? I want freight. Thank you. So just working my freighters for right now. Witch Rock Telford Collier Power is another one that's an older line. Head on down to Witch Rock, see how many spaces we've got to work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got 4. Cool. Hi. You. We're retiring you upon delivery. And because this is down at Witch Rock, we can use a different dispatch yard, right? Yes. This one should get there slightly better. We're going to stick with those EMD-FTs. Kind of liking them, though. I don't know. You know what? We're going to do the Gremlins. I think that's going to be our fleet, is the Gremlin diesels. May take it down a little bit, but this is a longer run, and I kind of want to see how it works. Also, we're transporting coal, not that big of a hit. So we're looking for the Witch Rock Telford collar, right there, line 6. Start him out. This guy's already been told to retire, so we will see what sort of change in our capacity this is going to grant us. This guy costs us 217 for this consist. This guy 392. So may not be packing the same loadout, but he's going to go faster and at a cheaper price. And I think he was also using, 20-ton tars, so we're only up to the 25s right now. Haven't stepped up to the 40s yet. And we'll close out the garage because we're just going to go from garage to garage. And another thing we're going to need to do is start considering rail upgrades. While we're down here, the IP glass ones are probably good things. And the Birch Telford collier. Again, another one. We already know we can reduce that and do more frequent trips and then speed up the lines, slowly but surely. And the line section I'm going to speed up first. Well, let's go to an 80-kilometer track. It's going to cost us a lot more. But we're going to go to an 80-kilometer track. We already know through other usages that this has improved motion in other sections. Do our dual line section definitely of the main line this way. And definitely the section down into the coal yard. "14 minutes in, we've done a little bit of work." Birch dispatches out of here. We're going to do that same thing. We're going to go with the Gremlin. So we're going to set ourselves up with a Gremlin. That same 6-car setup. Yes, we're losing overall carriage for speed. Because this guy, what was his top speed again? 50? We're getting at least 67 loaded, so we're going to see what we're going to get with these diesels and beginning to put together a better system. But first off, when you deliver, why don't you retire Put you out on the birch. And we will see if we get a change in profitability that is working in our favor. Right now we're in March. We're at 34,000 down, coming up on the end of the month. Things are looking slightly better. I would feel a lot better if we were at 26,000 trips. But this is something that's just getting us there. Yeah, there we go. So there's our 26,000 trips. Well, not to the end of the month. 27,000 trips would be 108-ish. Right? If I remember right. My math is right for quarters. So we're looking a little bit better. We're looking a little bit better. The collier lines are still showing in the black. That's good news. That means that this is a good way to go, is to go to the diesel. Yes, I know. Everybody prefer we stay with steam. Anyhow, 16 minutes into the game. We've got some of them coming back into profitability for him. Next up will, of course, be those buses on passenger lines. And we can just pick and choose there on those ones that are red and see what's going on and see what we can do to try to begin changing our game play a little bit more. We also need to take a peek at the Floundering Ferry, but the Floundering Ferry says he's making money. I think it's time, though, to leave the age of sail and head on over to a different style. Go power. That might be the way to go. Still a loser overall for the month and the quarter. Monthly. Now we've pulled up into the 4 digits from the 5 digits. Still having a few 5s appear as our bad months. This might be the turnaround we're looking for. Our earnings are now outpacing maintenance. So now it's down to getting operating costs under control and then going along and looking at what can we do to take and reduce maintenance. Well, one thing is to utilize the lines better so that vehicle earnings offset maintenance costs, giving us an op prof. We'll see where we're at. We'll see where we're at. We're at the 20-minute mark. We've done a line upgrade, dispatched out some trains, and make certain that guy did dispatch. Yes, he did. Telford's been dispatched. We'll probably dispatch up a few more trains, upgrade a few more speed lines, get them moving a little bit faster, and look at our passenger lines for improvements we can do there. I'm Cali Jack. Have a better day than I'm having.